Here's the result for the guy you filled out the survey for. He gets a C+. plus. This guy is rather so-so. Not too good, not too bad. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He might make a lot of noise about his ambitions, but he's unlikely to go as far as he thinks. His energy and excitement can help him get started, but he struggles to stick to plans and manage stress when things get tough. He can work very hard for short periods, but he gets distracted and can burn bridges when frustrated.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he doesn't handle it well. He's quick to lose his temper and may shout, blame others, or even storm out when he feels cornered. This makes it hard for him to truly bounce back and grow from difficult experiences.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People may find him charming at first because he's polite and lively, but underneath, he often struggles to get along with others for long. He can snap easily, argue, or become aggressive if things don't go his way. This leads to frequent fights, misunderstandings, and hurt feelings at work.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you shine in your career, he's more likely to feel threatened than proud. At first, he might say he's happy for you, but deep down, your success can make him feel insecure. Remember, your happiness should never be at risk because someone else can't handle your progress.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, if you earn more than him, he is likely to feel insecure and secretly resentful. He might not say it directly, but you'll notice changes. Maybe cold shoulders, sarcastic remarks about money, or picking fights over small things. Even if he tries to hide it, this discomfort can quietly grow and make your relationship tense.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He isn't the best at handling money carefully. When he gets excited, he might spend quickly on things that catch his eye without really thinking about the future or what's needed at home. He can be generous in flashy ways but may not plan for bills or emergencies.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's the type to try and look wealthier than he actually is. He may buy expensive things, dress in the latest styles, or show off big plans, even if his bank account can't support it. This habit can lead to money troubles or debts that are hidden until they suddenly become a problem.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He can seem open handed at times, spending fast and treating people when he feels good. But this generosity is more about showing off than true kindness. When things don't go his way or he's upset, he might suddenly become withdrawn, refusing to help or share, and can even use money or gifts to control others. It's wise to look for genuine everyday care rather than flashy gestures.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is more likely to be secretive and controlling about money. He may hide spending, avoid talking about bills, or only tell you part of the story when it suits him. Sometimes he might use money to get his own way, giving or taking it to influence decisions.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's likely to see housework as mostly your job, not something to be shared. Because his focus is on his own ambitions and image, he may expect you to handle chores without much help from him. You could end up carrying the burden of daily tasks, feeling unappreciated and unsupported.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's more likely to stand on the side and give directions rather than actually roll up his sleeves and help. You'll find him pointing out what needs to be done, maybe giving advice or even criticizing, but rarely doing the real work himself. This leaves you with most of the workload and little true support.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He usually argues just to prove he's right, not to truly understand your side. When you share your feelings or concerns, he may interrupt, talk over you, or quickly turn the conversation into a debate about who's at fault. This habit can make you feel unheard and lonely, even when you're together.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he often crosses the line and doesn't stay respectful. He might say things that are harsh or cutting, shout, or even act in an aggressive way, slamming doors, throwing things, or making you feel afraid. No one deserves to be treated this way, no matter the reason.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is definitely the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. Small problems can set him off, and his reactions are often much bigger than the situation needs, shouting, blaming, or even scaring you. If you notice patterns like this, please don't ignore them or make excuses for him.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it very hard to say sorry and take real responsibility. If something goes wrong, he's quick to blame you or others, making excuses instead of admitting his own fault. Remember, a good partner can own up to mistakes and try to fix them.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is not someone who naturally respects boundaries or easily understands that no means no. If you set a limit or ask him to stop, he might push back, argue, or try to wear you down until you give in. Sometimes he may get upset or act hurt to get his way, instead of respecting how you feel. In any healthy relationship, your voice and comfort matter just as much as his.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is the kind of man who takes it personally when you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of being understanding, he might react with anger, sulking, or harsh words, making you feel guilty or pressured. This behavior can make you feel anxious or worried just to say no, which is not fair or healthy.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You may not be able to trust him to always handle private moments with care. If he feels upset or wants to win an argument, he might bring up things you shared in confidence or even use your most private moments to hurt, embarrass, or control you. In a healthy relationship, your secrets and gentle sides should be protected, not used against you.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is easily distracted by other women and may not be truly faithful. His need for excitement and attention makes it hard for him to stay focused on just one partner. Even if he promises loyalty, you may notice him flirting, being secretive with his phone, or acting distant at times.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to be overpossessive. He may act jealous for small reasons, question who you're with, check your messages, or try to control your choices in how you dress or who you talk to. What seems like care is really about control and insecurity.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what looks like being protective is more about wanting control than real care or safety. He may say he worries about you or wants to keep you safe, but in reality, he uses this as an excuse to watch your every move, question your choices, or limit your freedom. Real protection lifts you up and gives you confidence.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will most likely expect you to do most of the parenting work. While he may step in once in a while, he doesn't see raising kids as something to share equally. You might find yourself feeling like a single parent even when he's around.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's much more likely to lose his temper than stay calm. Small mistakes or emotional moments can set him off, leading to yelling, harsh words, or even slamming things around. Children need calm and steady support when they make mistakes, not anger.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to fully support your role as both a mother and your own person. He tends to focus on his own needs and may expect you to handle most of the family work without much help or appreciation. Instead of building you up, he may pull you down, making you feel guilty for wanting more.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he's the kind of man who might seem to support your career at first, but could later pressure you to quit once you have a child. His support often depends on what suits him in the moment, not on your long term happiness or independence. It's important to look for someone whose support doesn't change when life changes.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is likely to act polite on the surface with your parents, but not show real warmth or genuine care. He knows how to use good manners when needed, but his heart isn't truly invested in building a close or respectful relationship with your family. You deserve a partner who sees your family as his own, not just someone who puts on a mask for appearances. He is more likely to expect your family to adjust for him rather than making an effort to fit in himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he's more likely to make things worse than handle it calmly. He can lose his temper quickly, react with harsh words, or even shut down and withdraw, leaving you to deal with the fallout on your own. You deserve someone who brings peace and understanding to tough moments, not more drama or division.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is the kind of man who might act modern and open with you when you're alone, but expect you to become a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He may want you to dress, speak, and behave in ways that please his family, even if it's not your style or comfort. You deserve someone whose respect and support for you doesn't change with the company or occasion.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he's more likely to stay out of it or even side with his family rather than support you. When problems come up, he might avoid taking a stand or simply expect you to adjust and give in for peace. If his relatives criticize or pressure you, he may keep quiet, act neutral, or sometimes even agree with them, leaving you to feel alone and unsupported. This can make you feel left out and hurt, always handling conflicts on your own.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He's likely to be a mummy's boy, putting his mother's wishes and feelings above yours, especially during conflicts. If there's ever a disagreement between you and his mother, don't expect him to stand firmly by your side. You may end up feeling invisible or second in your own home, with your needs always coming after hers.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, He is the kind of man who is likely to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. When things go wrong between you, he may run to his family for advice or comfort, telling them your side and his without thinking about how this affects your trust and privacy. What should stay between a couple ends up being discussed outside, which makes it hard to build true closeness or solve problems together.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all of this analysis, this guy gets a C plus. This guy is so, not too good, not too bad, a bit mediocre. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out can feel like walking on eggshells. Some days he's energetic and charming, making promises or planning something exciting.